Alright guys, we have yet a patch for Star Citizen. I have been spending the past 15-20 minutes or so playing it. So let's jump into the patch notes, and then after that we'll give you the breakdown of how the patch goes and what it's like. So 3.10.0n, so your PTU patch build should be 5677007. Strongly recommended deleting the user folder, which I actually did not do. I should probably delete. Testing focus, ship flight in and out of atmosphere, updating building blocks UI for all flyable ships, high-speed combat changes, turret gameplay, Origin M50 improvements, Electron FPS weapons and Electron damage, body dragging, citizen trading app, new target mythology, and delivery mission improvements. So basically everything that's in this patch. Known issues: attempting to take off or land at Area 18 via splines destroys the player's ship. Please avoid this area altogether for this build and reset if you're in that location already. We cannot stress this enough. Someone who's a fellow streamer just spent over an hour trying to leave Area 18 and was constantly dying over and over because he couldn't leave. Do not go to Area 18 at the moment. This is a game-breaking bug. We will not go live while this is out. As per Prowler, visual effects are read in the first person. When firing at AI ships, they appear to desync and have high packet loss. Ships can be displayed as unknown after destruction and can be available to spawn again, but will not appear on the specific landing pad. Okay, so there's a fair few game-breaking bugs they need to fix before this goes live. The player ship is destroyed shortly after flying into a restricted area around the spaceport after leaving a hangar, normally Area 18. I just left Hurston, had no problems. All 3D icons in the personal inventory don't appear correctly when in the pit. Landing gear will take multiple presses of the keybind to activate. It's normally 3. Circles, crystals and large surface rocks deposits don't settle properly after fracturing, cause them to vibrate and shake. That's because they're spawning inside each other, but anyway. Multiple shop doors will not open around Area 18, preventing the player from accessing the store, but you shouldn't be there anyway because of the first point on this. The grey cat rock cannot extract all the child crystals, some are left behind. Hammerhead Atmo entry affects clipping through the interior of the ship. Security scans won't recognize drugs on board a player's ship during the drug procedural run mission. Ship hologram 3D model will take over 20 seconds to load for the first time the player views on a MA or the Arena Commander menus. The Area 18 nav marker will appear at Central Plaza and not the spaceport. Legally landed ships may be impounded. Multi-tool at Crusher prison commissaries does not come with orbit mining attachments. If the player exits to menu, disconnects Crushers during a prison loadout screen or transition, the loadout will not be changed. Player may get stuck on a loading screen when leaving prison or respawning. Player may get stuck on a prison loading screen if sent back to prison a second time without clearing their crime stat. When a player is released from prison, they will appear in space, unable to move, with no visible body. When going into ADS and crouch prone, you'll be unable to see through the optic scope on the Arrowhead or P6LR. And free look does not always work properly in turrets. So, feature updates, location, updated Wally's bar, a new beverage with additional bar Patreons and new interactive booths and stools, AI, polish, pass on bartender animations and lighting, gameplay, increase the size of the restricted area landing splines. Cool, great. Enable look ahead for the horizon and look ahead target track by default. Polish pass on players' animations when carrying drinks and sitting in bar in the PU. Ships and vehicles increase thruster on the 600i to help lift off and taking off of pads. Bug fixes. Fix the broken analog control input while in ships. So now your throttle should work, as far as I know. Fixed an issue when attempting to scan mineable rocks, causing the UI to activate and deactivate rapidly. Thank God for that. That kind of broke mining. Fixed an issue that was causing transitions from EVA to gravity, causing character to abruptly stop or fall or sometimes twist in a ragdoll process. Fixed an issue causing the APOC Nox to overheat quickly while flying in space. There should no longer be two missile warnings from the Pirate Gladius default loadout. Valkyrie, Terrapin, and Mole should now correctly use SDF Atmo entry effects instead of the old system. So spawning another ship from ASOP after already having one spawned will no longer give you a parking violation and impound the previous ship. Thank God for that. Fixed the bug that was causing more asteroids than intended to spawn at Yella. Yeah, we noticed. It was like asteroids have baby asteroids and then had more baby asteroids. But anyway. Alright. Interacting with the commodity kiosk terminal should no longer cause the boxes on board the ship to currently on the pad to disappear, preventing the user from performing transactions. Caterpillar Atmo entry effect should no longer clip through the interior nose of the ship. Remote turrets on the Valkyrie should no longer snag back the front of the ship if player aims at the rear. And moving while inspecting or customizing a weapon via inner thought will no longer stop the weapon from firing. They fixed 2 client crashes and 6 server crashes. Right. Someone's saying here that the 600i takeoff and lifting was not increased. Yeah. Alright, so guys, at the end of the day, what's the view on this patch? It's better. We did not have any 30k, so trading is now obviously feasible. We are still having some issues clicking on the map. The map really does need a rework. I know it's on the list to do, but God, CIG, if we could get that next patch, please. Now with the new HUD and that, it's something that they could probably do. But yeah, like I say, it's just, yeah, it's generally, it's not a bad patch. There's still some ground-breaking parts. For example, Area 18 is obviously ground-breaking. So obviously it won't go live as long as we can't access Area 18. But apart from that, and also the Venue Defender is slightly OP. And by slightly, I mean, oh my god, you're going to die in a fireball. OP. So at the end of the day, yeah, if you want to win anything, get into a fight with a Venue. Just take the Venue into a fight and you'll win. It's so OP at the moment. There seems to be a bit of a bug when it comes to the weapons firing and destroying targets if they have high velocity. It looks like they've got some sort of velocity versus damage on the ships. But yeah, so anything that fires real fast, mass drivers or the Banyu's weapons are just insane at the moment. Apart from that, it's generally, apart from the Banyu being OP, it's definitely not a bad patch. Obviously, things need fixing. There's still some ground-breaking bugs here that obviously need to be fixed before they go live. But if they fix a couple of those things over the next patch or two, like for example, this Area 18 splines destroying player ship and the shop doors will not open at Area 18, those two get fixed easily. Well, not easily, but you know what I mean. And possibly also fix things like, for example, security scan, won't recognize drugs on the ship. And also maybe even the janky rocks that spawn inside rocks. If they could do that, obviously that would be something that would be great. Apart from that, most of the rest of the stuff is stuff that we've lived with in 3.8 or 3.9. So, you know, the landing gear, multiple presses is frustrating when you first get in a ship. Just hit it 3 times and it'll be fine. But yeah, like I say, it's generally not a lot of game breaking bugs except those 3 or 4 things that I mentioned. Like even the landing gear, I wouldn't even think it's not even something that needs to be done to go live. Is it ideal? No, but it's not game breaking. So yeah. got the hiccups. But apart from that, guys, obviously, yeah, the patch is really great. Stable as. I never had a problem when I was playing it for like 2 hours or so. 2 hours. Yeah, holy dilly, 2 hours. But guys, yeah, let me know what your thoughts are in that comment section below. Personally, I like the patch. It's not perfect, but it's definitely getting there. Let me know what your thoughts are in that comment section below. I'm also working on a video talking about 3.10, giving it a review, sort of like what's my thoughts. I know, obviously, it hasn't gone live yet, but at the end of the day, I can still talk about some of the benefits and some of the new stuff. Apart from that, guys, obviously the video's been helpful. Please smack that like button. If you're new to the channel, welcome and subscribe. If you're having any issues in the game, please remember to go to Issue Council and fill those out, because if you don't report the bugs, CIG doesn't know to fix them. Also, upvoting people's bugs is also important, because that way, if it gets to 10 out of 10 for guarantee people can reproduce, then obviously they know it's a serious bug. So please upvote bugs that you found and that other people have reported. Apart from that, guys, I will see you in the universe. Have a great night and enjoy yourselves.